Hey everybody, welcome back to the Spotlight on Amputee series. We have a big season for you guys. This is season 3, and we are super stoked to be up and running. And we had a little bit of technical issues this morning with my webcam. It decided it wanted to crash on me. So right now we're using my phone, and we're just making it do. I always say with this channel, like I was telling Terry, square peg, round hole. You got to make it work, and that's what we're doing tonight. So we are just making making crap out of into shampoo, I guess. So that's what we're going to try to do. But we have somebody tonight that has been on the show before. That was on season 1, and like I said before, I wanted to have them back on season 2. And they were having a really cool surgery that I was really stoked for you guys to learn more about and that kind of thing. And whenever I was talking to him, I was just like, yeah, you want to come back on? And he was just like, well, I'd rather wait. And so that's what we did. We decided we're going to hold off and let him, get his surgery, that kind of thing. And then he can come back and tell us all about it. And, it'll be more interesting. So, but yeah, without further ado, I want to bring up my friend, your friend, Mr. Terry Brown. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Josh?
Man, I'm doing great. I'm doing good. You can hear me? Everything good?
Loud and clear.
Right on. Good deal. Good deal. So how's life? How's Mr. Terry doing?
Life's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the first 3 years dealing with my amputation, I had a few struggles pain-wise.
Yeah.
And I was trying to work through that. And as of December 2nd, 2024, I had a spinal stimulator surgery.
Right.
So that they put that in on December 2nd. Still kind of healing from it, but it has been a great success, and I'm really happy.
Nice. Nice. Very cool. Before we get into that, I saw something the other day on your Facebook page, and I'm extremely curious to know. You had something that you ordered, and it was a specific baseball jersey.
Yes. Yeah, it says Juan Leg on the back of it.
Yep,
And I'm a
man,
Dodger fan, so I got it in Dodger blue. And yeah, I like wearing that around and people get a kick out of it.
man, I love that. I love that because your casting and everything's all done up Dodger, and everything
Dodger blue,
like
yeah. Hmm.
yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, it all matches up and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna I'll get a picture from you and I'll put it in the community post, and yeah, people can see that. That is hilarious. I was cracking up when I saw that.
I can't claim that I actually saw it online and copied it, but
Hey, whatever.
yeah, it
Yeah,
works.
absolutely. Hey, whatever. Um, have the fires, anything like that, mess with you? Like the wildfires?
No, I'm even though I'm from Southern California, which is where all the fires are at. I'm now living in the Sacramento area up in Northern California,
Okay.
but I do have a lot of friends down south, and it's absolutely awful what's going on down there. But I
Yeah.
did buy a LA Fire Department sweatshirt, so contributing to the cause. And yeah, I just if anyone could donate or do anything for my friends down south, that would be great.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's to say that's out of control is, yeah, it's a huge understatement.
Yeah.
Man. Well, some of you guys that have met Mr. Terry before, some of you haven't. I was always recommending, go back and watch his episode, and learn a little bit more about him. Um, can you give us just another brief little rundown on? I mean, you was at the beach and you stepped on a bottle cap, and that's basically what. Take it from there. If
Okay.
you just a
Yeah,
brief rundown.
I was in LA and I went to Manhattan Beach, and I stepped on a bottle cap I was walking on the sand, and then I stepped on a bottle cap and then took a step onto the asphalt, and the bottle cap actually cut into the bottom of my left foot. And I didn't think it was a big deal. I just went home and washed my foot like I normally do in the shower.
Yeah.
And about a week later, it was really red. And there's also a line starting to go up on my shin. And I called my doctor and he said, don't even come see me, go straight to the ER. And that's kind of where it all started. I guess the bottle cap had strep and staph on it. And I got an infection, and they tried to cut out the infection. Then the infection got into my bone and then into my bloodstream. And I went septic and had a total of 8 surgeries where they cut away, they cut away more and more and more. And then eventually they just took the leg in February of 2021.
Yeah. It's crazy what they'll do to try to save limbs,
Yeah.
I mean, the amount of crap I had to go through before they were like, all right, you know what, it's, we gotta, sorry, bud, but it has to
Yeah.
happen. It's a tough pill to swallow, but I mean, when you come out on the other side of that, oh my God, man, life is so much better. Like, it's just like, why didn't I do this so much earlier?
Yeah. I
Just,
suffered for a year through it. So
yeah,
when they finally took the leg, I was kind of relieved, but then you have to get used to, living without your leg. So that took a toll on me for a while. And but I actually came out. I'm glad I came out of it okay, because things are really looking up for me, and all positive now.
good, 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 good. That's what I love hearing, man. That's what this channel is built on. You know what I mean? Is folks like yourself that are actually out there doing it. Um, I talk to a lot of folks that they're just getting started, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And it's rough for them. It really is.
Yeah.
Uh, and yeah, you've always had a really good attitude about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I know you
And
said, in the earlier stages you had, kind of some issues kind of getting
mhm.
along with it, that kind of thing, but I think we all do to a certain extent. And hey, just kind of, that's just the way it kind of goes sometimes.
Yeah, for me it was kind of rough. Once I did get home and I was in the wheelchair and showering and using the bathroom and everything's kind of a struggle in the beginning. And I didn't have anyone to talk to about that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But now, when I still do a little bit of physical therapy, and I've been working out and stuff. And I see young people that have to go through the same thing that I did. And I kind of get in there and tell them, hey, it's a big deal when you get home at first. It's kind of scary, but don't let
Yeah,
it shake you up. You'll get used to it. And as long as I'm there to tell them, what I went through, it seems to make things a little easier on them.
absolutely. Absolutely. Hearing other people's stories, that's kind of the reason I started this whole channel. If you go back, you're just kind of seeing more or less a vlog of everything I'm doing and that kind of stuff. And I give step by steps on, you know, this is what a casting, when you go get your limb casted, this is more or less what it's going to be like. Everything down from the shrinkers,
Yeah.
when you first get your shrinker, this is what they're basically going to give you. Whenever you go get, your limb fitted and everything on the first day, this is basically what they're going to give you. These are the exercises they're going to kind of walk you through. And again, the reason I do that is because I didn't have anybody else to do that for me. So I was just like, everything I'm learning, I'm just going to put it out there to the world and just, give out this basic free information to
Yeah.
people, you know. But it definitely helps. And having people on like yourself that, tell us about stuff, like stuff we're going to learn about here in a few minutes.
Hmm.
It definitely helps, a lot of folks, especially if they've never even heard of this and didn't even know this
Right.
was an option for them. So, again, there you go. Real quick, I want to take just a quick pause and say hello to everybody that's coming in. Got a lot of folks starting to stop in. Pigeon Mac, good seeing you, my brother. Miss Christy Ann, hello, my dear. Backwoods, my brother. Let me see. Jeff Bice, my man, good seeing you. Let's see. Scrolling down. Possum Smiles, always good seeing you. Socks, Creek Squad for life, good seeing you. Let's see. Going down here. All right. CTG in the house. Deerfield, good seeing you. Roadhog, my brother. Becky G, hello. Chance Causey, my brother. Alex Hunter, how you doing, my friend? Let's see. All right, good deal. So I need to know. Let's get into the back surgery. All right.
Okay.
All right. I got some questions here. Give us a little bit of a walkthrough. So the day you get there and all that stuff, is it basically you have to go in and be admitted, that kind of thing, and then they get you in that morning and everything? Is it pretty
Yeah,
quick?
it's in a really quick surgery. I think it took a total of 3 hours. The thing is, you're awake for the whole surgery.
Okay.
Uh, so, and you're on your stomach while they cut into your back. And well, I'll kind of explain what it is before I get into the surgery and all that.
Mhm.
Um, Initially, I went to a pain clinic where they just kept prescribing me opioids, and that wasn't really helping. And when I didn't want to live on opioids for the rest of my life, so I went to the pain clinic and asked them if there's something else that we can do. And I actually quit that pain clinic, went to a new one, and they introduced me to the spinal stimulator. Um, I had never heard of it, and I was going, I'll do anything. I'll try anything because I was in a lot of pain. I had a lot of trouble with phantom pain and limb pain and nerve pain, which I'm
Mhm.
sure all the other amputees are familiar with. And I was really struggling with it. So I went to the new pain clinic and said, look, I don't want opioids. I want a drug-free solution. And this is what they came up with. And what it is basically is you have two leads that go up your spine. And then they put, it's the Medtronic is the name of the company that manufactures the spinal stimulator. There's
Mhm.
other companies that do it, but Medtronic's supposed to be the best. And they're the people that invented the pacemaker.
Okay.
So they put a battery like a pacemaker they surgically implant it into your back. And then from that little battery, the two leads go up your spine. And when you go in to have the surgery, they cut your back open and they put these leads on your spine. And the reason you're awake is they touch your spine and say, where do you feel that? And you'll say, oh, I feel that in my left foot or my left limb, in my
Oh,
stump.
wow.
So then they will affix that to your spine. And then they'll put another one and say, where do you feel that? And I'll say, well, I feel that in my lower back. And they'll say, okay, we're going to put one that will help your lower back pain. And so they figure out exactly where your pain is and they attach the leads to those areas and then they close you up and you're done. So it is kind of a process while you're in the surgery because you are laying on your stomach and it is a little painful, because you're cut open and stuff, but they do local anesthetic and they give you a little something to help you with the pain. But once you get out, you can't turn it on for a week. But so the one time when I went back to the doctor's office after they turned it on for me,
Uh-huh.
and when they turned it on in the office, I just started crying because it was like a miracle. I mean, it doesn't take every ounce of pain out of your body, but it's an 80% reduction in pain. And I can live with that. 20% of all the pain I was having, it's at 20% now. I could run all day with that. So, you know,
Absolutely.
it started, a week after December 2nd was when they fired it up. And now, we're into January, almost the third week or so. And I've had nothing but positive things. And I haven't started working out in the gym yet again, but I've been using my rowing machine and I'm really going to focus on getting back in shape and getting my core strength back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
I remember you were telling us about your rowing machine that has the virtual thing, like where you
yeah,
can see, like you can be rowing in different parts of the world, that kind of
it's
thing.
really cool. Yeah. Cause you can row
Yeah.
through Venice, Italy and all over the place. And
Yeah,
it
that's
makes it
super
kind of
cool.
fun, not so boring.
I love that. That's so neat. Yeah, that is so cool. But anyway, I cut you off. I do apologize. I
No,
just
that's okay. I could get into exactly what happens with the surgery. And so this is a unit that you have, and this is what charges the battery that's in your back. So they give you a Velcro belt that this slides into,
uh-huh.
and you wear that, and in an hour it'll charge up and you're good to go.
I see.
And you control it with this. It's like a cell phone with a thing on the back. That's called the communicator or something. I don't know all the tech terms, but you can turn it up and down and you can actually change it to the areas you want it to. If you're having a lot of trouble in your feet with neuropathy or something like that, you can fire it up so it really targets that area. Or if you're having back pain that day, you could switch it up so it really focuses on the back. And then you could turn it up high or low. However, a lot of people, they don't like to have it to where you could feel it, because it kind of feels like a pulsating electric shock almost. But I turn it up high because my pain was kind of aggressive. So I turned it up pretty high, and it's been super successful, and I'm really, really happy with it.
Nice. When it kicks on, like the first initial few times that it ever hits you, does it feel like an electric shock? I mean, like when you touch something and it gives you that, like, ooh, you know, is it like that, or is it kind of like that, like a TENS unit kind of thing?
It's kind of like a TENS unit, but and it pulsates, you know, and it just it feels like, honestly, like someone's taken one of those massage guns and running it up and down your back and legs.
I got you. So it's not like a jolt, like a hard jolt of
Yeah,
electric.
no, it's not a hard jolt. It's you can feel it when you turn it on and off and stuff, but it's not like shocking. It's just really like getting a massage with a massage gun, and it 24 hours a day. You know, you can turn it up and down when you sleep at night. Some people don't like to turn it up when they're in bed, but I do. I'd keep it turned up all the time. But yeah, it's just been a godsend. It's really helped me out.
That's what my buddy Backwoods here is saying. He's like, I have a pinched spinal cord. I wonder if that implant would help me.
Yeah,
I mean,
apparently they use it for all types of different pain, and I had never heard of it until I went to the pain clinic and they told me and about it, and I was going, that sounds like something I'd like to try. So before they do the surgery and implant it in your body, they they do a surgery that's a really quick 1 hour surgery where they hook the leads up to your spine and they attach the battery on your back on the outside. So you can try it out for a week to see if you benefit from it. Some people might not benefit from it, and after they do the 1 week trial, they'll say, it didn't really help me. So then you don't want to get it surgically implanted. But the 1 week trial for me really helped me. So I said, when can we get it and how soon can we get it, you know?
Right, absolutely. So yours is actually implanted inside, like everything. It's all okay. All right,
Done deal. Yeah, I have a couple of nice scars on my back where they inserted the battery and the leads, but that's all starting to heal up.
Yeah.
And yeah, it feels good.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, I was wondering, like, for people, like people that do have it on the outside like that. I mean, with something like that, showering and that kind of thing, would you basically like to have to hold it like outside the shower and kind of do your business, or?
You can't shower that week.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, got you.
So after 7 days, I wasn't real active, so I wasn't too funky. But you can't shower that week that they do the trial. But and then after the surgery, they don't want you to shower until you actually go into the office and they turn it on, and then they make sure it's working. Then you get to go home and take a shower.
Yeah, what do they call it with prosthetics? Bench test.
Yeah.
With your knees and stuff like that, your sea legs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to bench test everything to make sure before they can actually like send it out and say, all right, Josh, go out into the world and do your thing with this, you know, $60,000 leg, you know.
Yeah.
They kind of want to test it a little bit, make sure.
Yeah.
So we've had issues with taking things right out of the box, putting them on my leg and being like, all right, see you later. And then
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's a total nightmare. So the recovery and everything, was that really painful at all?
The first few days were pretty uncomfortable, but after that it was just, you know, it gradually gets better and better, and now I don't even feel it.
Nice. Good deal. So it has that lump, like you can feel like because my
Yeah, I can feel the battery in my back. I can feel the battery if I push, and it's like a little plastic thing like that big, and then where the leads are, there's a scar about that long, and you know, it had a big scab on it, and now that's gone, and yeah, I'm on the definite road to recovery, and I'm enjoying it.
Nice. So it's like you got like an AirPod back basically under there.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Right on.
about the size of like an AirPod case.
Yeah, yeah, right on. That'll work. Shoot. What's going on, Miss Chanel? How you doing? And who else did I see? TFJ, good seeing you, my brother. Right on. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I was also going to ask, is it internal or external? So you do feel like this is something that you would recommend for other people to at least try out. I mean, to give it a shot
Absolutely.
anyway.
Yeah, if you're struggling with nerve pain and you don't want to take the opioids that are prescribed to you, and you're looking for a drug-free option, this is it's fantastic. I would recommend it for anyone. But the thing is, you need to go through the 1 week trial, and I don't
Mhm.
think they'll surgically implant it if you don't go through the 1 week trial. But after the 1 week trial, if you like it and you tell them that, then you're good to go.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Okay.
It did take me a little while to get them to do the actual surgery. They also made me meet with a pain psychiatrist
Mm,
before I had the surgery done, and that took a little while. And they just ask you a bunch of questions. I don't know really why you have to do that, but they made me do that, and that took some time. And then, so to actually get the surgery scheduled, that's why when you said you wanted to have me on, I was going, hey, wait until I get this thing done so I
yeah.
could tell everybody how it went.
No, no, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was just, I mean, I was excited to have it back on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. Right
I
on.
invited all my fans over from OnlyFans, so you might start seeing them. Just kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans.
What was it? Oh, what? Bonnie Brown.
Yeah.
How long does that surgery take? Like, it's just a
It
couple
was
hours?
about 3 hours. Yeah.
About 3 hours? Okay. So, I
Okay.
mean, right on. And you say you don't stay in the hospital at all. It's basically
No,
out.
you're in the morning and out and after lunch.
Right on. Okay, cool. That's very cool. Very, very cool. With something like that, is that something that I don't know about? I mean, I wouldn't probably not sure it's universal, but is that something that your insurance covered for you, or is that something
Yeah.
that you think people would have an issue trying to get insurance to cover it for them?
No, and that was one of the things I had to make sure that my insurance did cover it
Mm-hmm.
beforehand, and I checked with my insurance company before, and they said, yeah, we'll cover it. And I had I think $100 copay or something, so it was well worth it.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, that's definitely yeah, 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 without question. Um, yeah, I mean, so I mean, with something like this, is it going to be something that you have forever? Is it going to be like long term, or is this going to be like
Yeah.
something that eventually, as things get better, it'll be removed, or how does that work?
Well, they said they want to update it every 10 years. So
Okay.
in 10 years, they go in and they'll switch out the battery. And I know initially, like, I don't know, it was like a year ago or 2 years ago, to charge the thing up in your back, it would take 4 hours. And I was going, who's got 4 hours to sit around and charge their battery? But they said people would do it at night. But now with the new technology, I only have to wear it for about 45 minutes and then it
Yeah.
charges up full.
Yeah. Roadhog good. I smoke weed for my pain. I mean, hey, whatever works for you.
Yeah, whatever works. Nothing wrong with that.
Hey, Reckoning, what's up, brother? Good seeing you. Let me see. What did Backwoods say there? I take nothing for pain. I just deal and go. However, this sounds amazing. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. That sounds, you know, I mean, I'm going just off what Terry here is saying, and I'm not hearing any negatives really. I mean, do you have any negatives to say about it? Really, not
Uh,
really. What I'm hearing.
Probably the only negative thing that I can say about it is sometimes when you have like you're sitting in a chair and you press your back up against the chair and it presses against the battery, it it kind of it's a harder vibration, so it's kind of like if you lean back and sit forward, it kind of adjusts the pulsations, but that's not really a negative. I mean, it's the only negative to me would be that. I mean, other than that, it's been nothing but great. I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, some other people might have some negatives, but for me and in the pain that I was in compared to what I am, it's like night and day. So
Yeah.
um, that's how it was for me. With other people, it may not work that well. I don't know. But yeah, just if you do have a pain clinic that you go to, or a pain doctor or whatever, you can just ask them to or inquire about a spinal stimulator, and they're pretty common now. So, just ask about it and see if it would be something that you think you might benefit from. And if you can, I would definitely say pursue it.
Right. No, that's awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Especially, I mean, something like this is really, really good for people that have maybe had substance abuse issues in the past,
Yeah.
and, say that they are dealing with limb loss or dealing with something much, you know, something that would require this and require having to have one of these, or having to deal with pain on a regular basis. You know, they can't necessarily just be thrown back into the mix with narcotics and stuff like that, because they would just fall right back into a vicious cycle.
Yeah, and
You,
that was me in the beginning too. I had an issue with alcohol, and then an issue with the pain meds, and it was, it just made life harder for me, and I finally said I'm done with it. I don't want to do it anymore, and this is a fantastic alternative for people that are struggling with alcoholism or drug addiction, which many of us amputees have dealt with in the past or present.
yeah, 100%. It's a temporary solution to a permanent problem, is what it.
Exactly.
That's more or less just kind of the way it is. And as bad as I hate to say it, we all kind of go, not necessarily drugs and alcohol, that kind of thing, but we all kind of fall into that hole of depression after this happens. That what now kind of feeling,
Right.
and some bounce back better than others, and some, they tend to still continue to battle with it. And
Yeah.
I'm here for those people as well. So
Yeah.
I try to help as many folks as I can.
Absolutely.
Well, that's awesome, man. Well, that's, man. I mean, I'm glad that everything's is going so much better for you now. Everything seems to be, seem to be getting along. You still out riding your bike and that kind of stuff, doing
Oh
your,
yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
right on.
Yeah, I had to take a few weeks off, but yeah, now I'm back out on my beach cruiser, cruising around and on the rowing machine, and I'm a lot more active now than I have been previously because of the pain that I was dealing with. Um,
Hmm.
it was just an issue, and I didn't really have anything to help with that pain because I wasn't using drugs or alcohol anymore, and it was kind of frustrating. So this solution for me, anyways, was a win-win.
Nice. Absolutely. Absolutely. You had a guest. I mean, a guest. A question here. Let me see. You did. Does panel guest do any fishing or hunting? Do you do fishing or hunting? Any kind of anything
I'm
like
in
that?
my camouflage, but no, we don't get out to do a bunch of hunting or fishing out here where I'm at. We're kind of city folk.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, it is what it is, man. We're right here in Middle Tennessee, and I mean, we got rivers and lakes and everything all
Oh
around us.
yeah, I've been to Tennessee twice, and I love that state.
Nice. Does he do any fishing in Moel? No, that's what he's just saying. No, not really.
Yeah, this camouflage is just for show.
Yeah, absolutely. I just see a head floating around right now. I can't even see. I there's a
That's
shirt
why I
there.
wore it. Yeah.
Oh man. Um, good deal, man. So you got any new goals? Anything you're gonna set forward to do to yourself? I mean, for yourself rather. Like, you're gonna start working out. I'm gonna run 5 miles. What's Terry got for the plans or for the
Well,
future?
I definitely want to incorporate more gym workouts now, to strengthen my good leg. Because
Mm-hmm.
a lot of when I was playing football, I had pretty large legs, and now I'm walking around on spaghetti noodles. So I want to try and build my my legs back up to strengthen my legs again. And I'm also looking to go back to work. So
Nice.
that's what's going on for 2025.
Good deal, man. You have anything in mind, like anything that's like really sticking out that you're like, man, I could do that, like prop work
Yeah,
again?
things are kind of different now. I was when I quit playing football, I came back to LA and I worked in the entertainment industry for a long time. I did props and set dressing and
Hmm.
things like that for about 8 years. And then after that, I was just in like construction-based sales where I sold roofing supplies in large amounts. And I did that for 20 years, so I might look to get back into something like that because I could do sales, with my current
Yeah.
situation. But um, I'm trying to kind of leaving it open for right now. I want to find out exactly. I'm also dealing because I'm still on disability through Social Security, and they have something called a Ticket to Work program that I'm getting involved with, and they're going to kind of help see what's out there for me. And what they do is if you find, a lot of amputees, sometimes you'll get, blisters or cuts on your stump, and you can't walk in your prosthetic for a week or two. And they find companies that are kind of okay with that and allowing you to say, hey, take 2 weeks off while you heal, that type of thing. I know
Nice.
in the beginning when I tried to go back to work immediately after my surgery,
Uh-huh.
and I was selling cars, and I tore up my leg good when I was out there on the car lot.
That's what
And
you were saying last time you were here. So you took
yeah,
off your leg and there was like blood all down in the side of your liner and
yeah, it ripped open the incision,
yeah,
and I was uncomfortable. So I'm gonna try and make sure I'm all healed and good to go before I get back out there.
good deal. That's awesome, man. I didn't know that was a thing that they had that like an add-on saying basically if you get a job, we're not going to drop you, calm down, it's still
Yeah,
okay to go get to look for work. We're not just going to like say, "Oh, you got a job. All right, cool. You're good to go then."
yeah.
And
And they said it does allow peace of mind when you're going into a job, and if something does happen like that, and they'll say, okay, take the time off to heal up and come back. And there are some companies out there that do that. And I guess Social Security, they know companies, at least out here in California, that will do that. And they find interviews for you and stuff like that.
nice. That is awesome. Backwoods, you be safe, my brother. Real quick, I do apologize, Terry. Real quick, Backwoods, I found something this afternoon, my friend. I was going to show you earlier in the show, but we got to going with it. So, but I found this for you today. So your cow bag is on the way. I got a lot of it too. So there we go. I make these bags, Mr. Terry, that
Hmm.
like they're these kind of I showed you
Yeah,
before.
you sent me one.
Yeah,
I
that's right.
still have it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that. So, but yeah, I make these. And Backwoods, this gentleman right here, was ordered one in a cow print. So I was like, man, I'm gonna look and look and look, see if I can find some cow print material. I did today. So there we go. Awesome. His daughters will lobe it. She'll love it. I know what you meant. Well, awesome, man. Awesome, awesome. Um, well, that's cool. So you're gonna get back in the gym, you say, or you're gonna try to get, have you tried running at all below the knee like that? Is that even a
Yeah,
thing?
I've tried it, and it's pretty awkward. Um, yeah, I tried to like go to the park and just try and even jog for a little bit, but and I do have a suction system,
Mm-hmm.
and I talked to my leg guy Luke, and he told me that it's probably going to be pretty difficult to run until you get um, one of the legs, the C legs, or not the computer leg, but the legs that people run. You see
Yeah,
sprinters use. But he's
like
told me
it comes out
something that,
like way, like
yeah,
way
yeah,
out the back. Kind of starts like up here, kind of,
yeah.
and start. Yeah, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
And I talked to him to see if I could get one of those, and he mentioned the whole K1 through K4 thing, where if you're a K3, which is what I am right now, insurance won't cover a leg like that. But
Mhm.
if you get to a K4, Are you familiar with that at all?
The K levels, yes.
So he said if you get to a level K4, your insurance will consider paying for a leg like that. But that's like when you're really active and stuff
Yeah.
like that, from what I understand. And I'm active, but not that active. I'm not like running around the track and stuff like that. So I
Yeah.
don't. I'd
Marathon.
like to look into it someday, but for right now, I'm just happy to be out of pain and trying to walk normally. You know.
Right. Yeah. No, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely, you got to know your limits, and I feel that you do, I feel you know your limits as far as what you can and can't do.
Yeah.
Some people, like my friend Stacy, that she was on last season, she'll be on this season as well. But, I've said before during that episode, I was just like, look, don't ever compare your stories, and please don't ever do it with this chick, because it's like she was like 3 days out of the hospital and going hiking, and like
Yeah.
not just hiking, but like we're gonna go do 7-8 miles.
Yeah.
It's what, that's not even, how's that even a thing, But hey, people are different. People bounce back and do different things, and hey, whatever. If it works for you, again, go with it.
Yeah. I went hiking up in the mountains around here, and I thought they were going to have to airlift me out of there. I didn't think I was ever going to make it out. I did, but it was extremely difficult. The way down was great, but the way back up on the way out was really tough.
Yeah, I got you. Mr. Alex Hunter here said, right on, Terry. See you soon, man.
That's my buddy Alex.
Right on. Well, Alex, man, we greatly appreciate you being here, my brother. Thank you for stopping in. I guess he's going to head out. Well, that's awesome, man. It's been, man. I'm glad to have you back on. I've missed like sitting, talking to you and stuff. I know we talk a lot, like kind of on, instant messenger, that kind of thing. But
Yeah,
whenever you were saying you wanted to come back on and talk to us and tell us more about the unit and how it works and all that, and give us a little rundown, I was pretty stoked about that, because
yeah, I was too, because like you said, the more people you can help, the better. So if people see this and go out and inquire about the spinal stimulator and it helps them like it did me, fantastic.
yeah, 100%, man. It's just get that information out there. It's like I said, it don't cost a dime to come sit and listen and learn something for a little bit. It may not be the most attractive conversation and the most interesting conversation in the world, but hey, for people that are looking for this kind of information, here we are.
Definitely.
So we are here to definitely provide that. um I know that you said that you wanted to give, let's see, Pacific Medical, Luke at Pacific Medical, a shout out. Is there anybody else that you want to give a holler to?
Capital Pain Consultants in Sacramento.
Oh,
They are the people that did this operation for me, and they did a fantastic job. When I went in there and told them that I wasn't looking for a solution with opiates, they never even brought it up. It was, we'll get you on, necessary medication that'll treat your pain without opiates, and it's been fantastic. They've been done a great job. That's
nice.
Capital Pain Consultants in Sacramento.
Good deal. Yeah, send me that link and we'll put that in the description and everything. So,
Okay.
and we'll also put what is it, Pacific Medical in there as well.
Yeah.
So they'll be down there. So, for anybody that has any wants any information, anything like that, definitely give them a shot if you're around the Northern California area, for sure. So that would be great. We would greatly appreciate you. Well, do you have any questions for me? Anything that was curious to know?
Um, Not really, Josh. I mean, I know that we communicate outside of this forum, and it's just, I know fellow amputees like yourself and myself. And this is a great networking. I love what you're doing with the channel, and it's great to see people that are benefiting from it and everything you do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Like I said, man, I try to help as many folks as I can. It's tough. I I don't know. I try to make us not be like, these sad little lives, these poor people. I feel so bad for them. Look at them all. It's not about that. We're not trying to we're also not out there trying to be like, look at us, Captain Amputee, Captain
Yeah,
One Leg. That's We're not doing that either, but we are trying to educate people and trying to help people as much as possible. And and if we can do that on here, like, and send it out to the world, that kind of thing, hey, that's even better.
yeah,
There may not be a lot of people watching, you know, this channel or whatever, but I mean, the people that do come, the people that do get into it, that kind of thing, they're gaining a lot of knowledge from it. And, hey, that's fine. Whether it's 5 or 5 million, I don't care. As long as you and I did our job, that's all that matters.
absolutely. Especially for the youngsters too. I love seeing kids that, are happy in their prosthetics and out there being kids, and I know it could be really scary for them, which is why I try to help them out in any way that I can. Not just children, but for me, seeing the kids, I got a soft spot for the kids, and I just want them to know that if there's any children watching tonight, or if you guys know any kids and you can help them out by just explaining to them kind of the whole process of getting out of the hospital and how difficult it can be in the beginning, and just reiterating how it's just like eventually tying your shoe. It's like I wake up every morning just like you do, and we got to put our prosthetics on, and we got to, take a shower and do all the everything that entails.
Yep.
Um, yeah, and it is really just like, now I don't even think about putting my prosthetic. It's just like putting on my other shoe.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, your your liner is your sock, and your leg is your shoe.
Hmm.
That's kind of the way that I think all our mind starts to wander and starts to go to after a while.
Yeah.
Um, with me, what I do is I have my below knee that I've had for years,
Hmm.
and I'll take that with me. And if you just like say, if you're going to visit somebody, that's just had theirs, just let them hold it. Just say, here, take it, and look at it, and you'll see them like look down in it, and all the parts, and they'll be bending the feet and everything. They'll get like super into it, and it's just like, see, isn't that cool? Yours will look something like that. Not exactly, but something similar to that.
Yeah.
And with kids and stuff, they can do like like hot pink legs and all
Oh
this
yeah.
stuff, and teal with flowers, and all this fun stuff for the kids. So it makes it even more exciting for them. It's like, oh, I can have it with whatever, minions, or anything they want on it, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely improved from what it was. That's what Deerfield was saying right here. Is um let me see, hold on, wait, let's see, where'd it go? Yeah, it's crazy to me how they used to do things back in the day, in the Civil War days.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, they was basically just strapping a piece of wood onto your leg and being like,
Yeah.
"Oh, get your gun, get back out there." Of
Yeah. I'm
course,
glad things have changed since then.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's there's a titanium and carbon fiber and all that fun stuff.
Yeah. All kinds of stuff.
Yep. Do you have any new components, any new parts, anything like that?
No, but I'll show you mine. I have a so it's I have a shock absorber right here, and then it's a suction system. So this goes to the vacuum pump in my shoe
Yeah.
and the heel, and that's what holds it on. And I got my Dodger blue, got to represent.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing
Nice.
real special, but Luke really set me up over there. This is my third prosthetic that I've had, and I think I'm going to hold on to this one longer than the other two. But I still have the other two that I'll wear when I go to the beach, or something, where I don't want to damage my good leg.
Nice. That's awesome. That is awesome, man. You and I actually have the same foot and ankle, that ball that Osure Pro Flex.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, we got the same exact foot. I
yeah.
don't have that suspension in there because I don't need it for mine. I have the Revo system with the
Uh,
the dials and stuff on it.
yeah.
So, but yeah, you and I have the same exact foot, just minus the vacuum pump in the foot. But I
Yeah.
saw they put a blue cord up there too. That's
Well,
pretty.
they put a black tube up, and I ordered different colored tubes on Amazon. So I have a red one, a blue one, and a clear one, and a black one.
Okay. See, that's the thing. I love. You're a stickler for details. You know,
Yeah.
you were talking about that earlier. A lot of people don't know this. I mean, many people don't know this about Terry, but he's a Cadillac guy. So today he was all bragging about his brand new grill that he had installed on his Cadillac, and I'm not gonna lie, it does. It looks fire. So yeah,
Thank
pretty
you.
awesome.
I couldn't have done that without my buddy Alex. He
Nice,
helped me out with that.
nice. Oh, Alex Hunter right here.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Well, shout out Alex. I think he took off actually, but yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, shout out Alex for the awesome grill work this morning. I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty dope. You got it all. It's all black and stuff, blacked out in the front.
All blacked out in the front. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Terry's a big Cadillac guy, so
Love my Cadillac.
yeah. Is that your how many caddies you had in your life?
This one's actually my first.
Okay.
My buddy Miles had a 58 Cadillac that I fell in love with. And I just said, one of these days I'm going to get one. And I got one last year. Yeah, last year about June, I think.
Yeah.
So I love it. Put some rims on it and blacked out the front grille. And I love it. It
Nice.
drives like a dream.
Nice. What year is it?
It's a 2018.
2018. Right on.
Yeah.
Here to the end, he says. I'm here. I'm here. Okay. All right. All right. All right. We got you. Yes, I'm here. Here to the end, my man. All right. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Well, Mr. Terry, I greatly appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us, and just, you know, all the information you've given us tonight, man. It's been incredible. You know, again, one question I was curious to know, real quick before we go, is did whenever you got home and stuff like that, does this like affect your sleep at all? Like, do you have to basically stay on one side the whole time?
At first, yeah. So at first, I'm a side sleeper. So they put the battery in my right side. So for like the first week and a half, I had to sleep on my left side. But now
Okay.
I interchange. It's all the same.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that just kind of popped in my head. I was curious about that. Just I didn't even have that question wrote down. I just kind of wondering about that. Like
Yeah.
laying flat on your back would be kind of a nightmare, actually.
Yeah, and at first it was kind of odd. You have to get used to the fact that even though you're vibrating with the thing, and other people can't tell you're vibrating. I was like, I thought my dog was going to be able to tell there was something vibrating in my back, but nobody can feel it except you. So at first I was like, oh my God, I'm vibrating. Can they hear it in my voice? No, you can't. No one can tell except you.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you have like a natural vibrato now. Good. That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
And it's funny 'cause in the Cadillac, when you're about to hit something or when you're backing out, the seat vibrates instead of, in other cars it beeps. But in the Cadillac, your seat vibrates, and sometimes I'm freaking out because my back's already vibrating. So I don't know if is there. I looked in my rear view to see if I'm going to hit something, but I had to get used to that too.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would definitely throw you off. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
because I've seen those before. Our mirrors will like light up and just tell you it's like it'll just say something's there, or if you're
Mhm.
getting too close, it'll start like flashing.
Yeah.
So that kind of thing, or somebody's driving too close to you or whatever, it lets you know hey to get over a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, Mr. Terry, I greatly appreciate you coming on, hanging out with us, uh,
Yeah.
giving us a whole freaking plethora of information on this because I was curious to know. My wife was curious to know. She was asking more about it. She was like, ask him this, ask him this, So, I mean, again, thank you very much. I think a lot of people have gotten a lot of information tonight from it. And I'll definitely put some resources and that kind of stuff in the description, more about it, trying to help people as far as where they can get it and, that kind of thing, or ask their doctor about it, that kind of deal.
Yeah.
So,
Thanks for having me, Josh. I really appreciate it. And if you have any additional questions, or if you get any questions from anybody else, I'd be happy to answer anything.
Okay. And where can the people find you?
Um, let's see. My email, they could send me emails at tcbrown89@gmail.com,
There you
or
go.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram as bionic_brown,
There you
and
go.
also on TikTok, bionic_brown.
All right. So you're on TikTok now? Is it back and everything? And
Yeah, here in California it is.
okay, right on, right on. I don't know. I'm not. We don't really have TikTok, so I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how long it's going to be around, so I just maybe Instagram and Facebook would be better.
Gotcha. Understood. Understood.
Yeah.
Well, man, again, I greatly appreciate you coming on. Look forward to having you back, coming back, hanging out with us. We're going to do like a wrap up show at the end of the season and kind of have everybody back, that kind of thing. So, anybody that wants to come back, that kind of deal. So, you're more than welcome to come back and hang out with us.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
All right, brother. Again, I greatly appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon.
Great, Josh. Thank you.
All right, bud. All right, everybody. I want to give everyone a huge, huge shout out, a massive thank you for coming and hanging out with us, being a part of the show. Just, being your awesome selves and hanging out and just, just learning stuff and taking time out of your night to just hang out with us and learn things and pick out, pick up something new that maybe you never thought about before, or something that, is just something that totally different to you. But hey, you guys chose to come and hang out with us, spend a little bit of your time with us. And man, I can't thank you enough for that. I want to thank Bulow Prosthetics. I want to thank Van Shoes, Major's Mess Hall Podcast, Taggart and Torrance Podcast, Pacific Medical, and Rosewood, California. The number is scrolling across the bottom. If you have any questions as far as prosthetics or anything like that goes, and you're in the Northern California area, give them a shout. Anything as far as my sponsors and that kind of stuff go will be linked in the description below. Anything that was mentioned tonight, any links and stuff like that, I'll get with Terry. Those will all be linked in the description below, as well as more information on the unit that we talked about this evening. So, having said that, you guys, I want to thank everybody for coming. We'll give everybody a big shout out one more time. Go back up to the top here. Mr. Platinum Pyro, Christy Yant, Jeff Bice, Possum Smiles. Let me see. Socks, Creek Squad for Life. Let me see. Going down, scrolling down, scrolling down. Roadhog, good seeing you, brother. Becky G, good seeing you. Chance Causey, good seeing you. Alex Hunter, thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight, brother. And thank you for taking care of my man Terry for me. I greatly appreciate you. Let me see. Miss K, I'm here. Good seeing you. All right. Miss Chanel with the good hair. Good seeing you. Reckoning, my brother. Terry M, always good seeing you, brother. Deerfield, thank you for coming and hanging out with us, man. Thank you for asking questions and being part of everything. Let me see here. I believe that's got everybody. So, with that, everybody, again, thank you for coming. I want you all to just stay happy, safe, sane, motivated. Don't look back. Don't give a crap what anybody else says about you, because it don't matter. We'll see you Thursday with Kurt Yeager. All right. Let me see. Let's try that again. We'll see you Thursday with Kurt Yeager.